Okey doke. Welcome. No, I'm doing that.
Back in the intro.
Kept you waiting.
Welcome to episode 25 of Casual Mode, your weekly check-in with Carl.
Weekly? Yes, hello.
It should be weekly, like if you're not swanning off to the Four Seasons every
33 years.
Every 33 years. And me, Dan, as well. Who wasn't at the Four Seasons, but I am on holiday next week, so we're recording on Sunday the 11th of May.
Are you off to?
I'm going to Bluestone, which is like a Centre Parks knockoff.
Where's that?
Pembrokeshire.
Oh, okay. What corners does that cut?
Corners in...
As in, like, if it's not as good, what's the...
What microphone are you coming out of?
This one in front of me, I think. Why'd you ask?
Very quiet. Corners in terms... It's just not as... There's not, like, brands there, you know, for, like, the restaurants and stuff. It's got, like, its own ones, but it seems to be more favourable. People enjoy it a lot, so... we'll
As long as you have a good time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Kids are going to be happy, get to go swimming. Before we dive in, go over to casualmode.co.uk, find links to everything there. That's pretty much it. Give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. That's weird. The glass. You're drinking your background out of a stolen glass. How was the Four Seasons? I'm just curious. Like, in terms, what were the highlights? Yeah, to pick like 2 or 3 things.
What were the highlights? Okay,
So just to clarify, tell people where you went and then why I'm asking what the highlights are.
Oh, okay. I went to the Four Seasons for a week in Morocco. Did loads of stuff whilst I was there, which was good. So I...
Put the pen down.
It's a USB stick. I'm just clicking a USB stick.
Fucking...
Sorry. So, yeah. So it had tennis courts, it had paddle courts, it had a swimming pool, it had 3 restaurants. Staff were incredible. They treated you like royalty, which is nice because I'm used to being treated like number 2.
What kind of royalty?
Definitely Harry and Meghan.
Harry, okay.
No, it was lovely. The staff were absolutely amazing. They had parrots in cages that you could come and say hello to as you entered.
Did they say hello?
No, no. But deep down, I knew that they appreciated my warm, embrace. I didn't touch them.
Might be an arsehole.
Yeah. So it was really good. Thanks for asking.
Good.
You should definitely go if you get a chance. It was just unreal. There's nothing bad about it.
Oh, nice. Okay. And are you preferring paddle at the moment or tennis?
I don't mind. Both of them are good.
Both of them.
They're both good dances. But just been called up to play in the ones tomorrow.
Have you? Oh.
Yeah. Must have been an injury. Must be desperate.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, feigning an injury so we didn't have to play football at the weekend.
Saw that shin.
Yeah, fibs. We've got plenty to talk about in the 30 to 45 minutes that we want to talk to you. So, starting off, Carl's just rewatched it, but the GTA 6 trailer. Or rather, GTA 6 trailer 2. So this isn't the one that they bring out usually a couple of weeks or months before the game's set to release, which is like here's all the things that you'll be able to do in Vice City and blah, 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 blah. But rather, because it's been postponed, this is just another story trailer.
Soz about that.
Shows
Have
about
this,
that.
keep you going.
Shows about that.
What are your thoughts on it, Daniel?
I liked it a lot. As in, it's going to be a good game, innit?
Yeah.
It's not going to be shit.
No.
Yeah, I think the level of detail in it is kind of like widely regarded as outrageously difficult, and even just the way that they've made water or beer float around in a bottle.
I saw that with the
bubbles, and even just saw somebody like explain how that must be shaded and done, and the level of detail that's gone into it is just absolutely obscene. So
Call Me Bubbles, darling. Everybody dance.
Bubbles de Vere. That's been cancelled now. We can't do that.
Fine.
I think that the parts that I want to talk about with you, do you think it's going to be bigger than the previous GTA 5? Or do you feel it'll be a little bit more of like a focused map? I know it's 2 cities, but what do you reckon?
Don't know.
Don't know. Do you care?
I'm not big on the Grand Theft Auto games. I thought Grand Theft Auto 3 was transformative. Vice City was fun. And then I dropped off a bit. I really enjoyed the cycling on San Andreas.
Hot coffee?
I don't know what that is, so I didn't get far enough down.
No, it was a rude mod that you can install on San Andreas because there was a secret sex thing in it.
Disgusting.
It is pretty disgusting.
I probably watched a Meta Cafe blag of it when I was 12.
All that red and blue,
Cafe.
and then over to that as well.
Yeah. I think it's going to be incredibly detailed. I just feel like they've been working on it since 2018. I just don't see how it can be anything other than extraordinary in terms of scale. I don't think it matters. So if they went for a bigger map and they just filled that world with things to do, fine. If they have a smaller map but it's even more dense, I also think that's got positives to it. So I just think the trail looked so varied. Like it just demonstrated how varied again the game is. Like at one point there was a car driving with carrying like an appliance attached to the rear of it. I just thought that just looks fun. Yeah, it looks cool.
I think it's the grime brought to life. Like I'm looking through some of the screenshots again now, and just like Jason, like one of the protagonists, presumably in the game, and his girlfriend. Who was it? I can't remember what her name is.
His little piece.
Yeah, a lot of jiggling in that trailer. Rockstar making it very clear they've figured out how to make things jiggle appropriately. But like just even looking at like the floor and the way that like the dirt and the grime and the weeds are kind of like building up, and it just like if that is in game, that is absolutely incredible. And even then like the character builds as well. It didn't look like there was one character that's the same. Which, when you think about the amount of money that Rockstar have got to go and make something like that, I totally get it. They can, and it's taken a hell of a long time to make it as well. But even then, like, presumably, that I could see, like, repeating assets or anything in there where it's like, here's the same kind of character, like, floating around every couple of times. It was just like, bloody hell. Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. But what do you think about it being delayed? You bothered by it, or you...
No, because again, I don't play GTA 5, and I never really played all that much of it. So I do think I'll pick 6 up, but it's not really a big issue. I mean, it comes out around the time with the World Cup's on, which I think could be nice.
Yeah.
A few beers in the garden, then retreat to kill people and drive cars.
I like the ankle tag on the... I can't remember her name. What's the name? It's going to really annoy me now. Loads of people are probably screaming at me. It's not Jason. It's not... what's her name? Come on. Oh, it's really, really annoying me. I'll find her name out at some point. It's doing my head in. But that character's got a ankle tag on, and it looks like she's doing community service at one point. So I'm like, I wonder if there'll be... like basically there'll be like a dual protagonist, and it'll make you flip between the two characters, but the ankle tag will stop you from staying out late at night and doing certain things, or maybe hanging around with dodgy people. Or that's the way I'm trying to think about it. Yeah, I like to overanalyze GTA because the last couple have been so heavily detailed. Like I'm struggling to think about where they can actually ramp up the detail or ramp up the effort in this one. So yeah, that's why I'm being...
It's exciting, isn't it? It's gonna be an amazing game.
It's gonna be an amazing game. It will be. Funny but it wasn't. Anyway, so we've been playing an amazing game. Well, I don't know actually. You might be cooler on it than I am at this point because I'm not too sure it's your type of game. But Claire Obscure Expedition 33. So, like, in terms of like a roundup of reviews, it's reviewing really, really well at the moment, or has reviewed very well. It's been out for a couple of weeks now. VG247 gave it 10 out of 10. I fear this may be a rote sentiment, but Claire Obscure Expedition 33 has made me fall in love with RPGs again. Hell of a comment. Game Informer 9 out of 10. What I admire the most about Claire Obscure is how firmly it embraces a familiar, if currently rare, genre, which is big budget, artistically expressive, turn-based RPGs, but does so without falling into any of its traps. The adventure isn't overlong, and you don't spend more time than necessary fighting. Eurogamer, a bit cooler on it, 8 out of 10. It's an ambitious yet impressive debut from the studio that, despite a somewhat fanciful narrative, is a pensive examination of grief and the power of art. I've spent a bit longer than you in this game, only a bit, maybe like 6-7 hours. I'm at level 15, I think most of my characters are. You said you were at level 11-ish. So what are you feeling about it so far?
I like it. I'm not used to these turnstile combat games. That mechanic's not my favorite. It reminds me of like Legend of Dragoon, because it's the same kind of mechanic.
Turn-based.
Yeah. It's a time stuff. I'm not very good at that either. I don't know if there's any like visual cues I was supposed to be looking for, but
the parrying.
Parry and dodging.
Yeah, dodge is easier. Purposefully.
I just try and do that.
Yeah.
Because I still die. I just see like, oh, they're going to attack quickly, and I go, oh, spam.
It's some of the bigger like enemies. They become like, even some of the ones that I've like, I don't know, I've come up against 4 or 5 times. There's a certain like, I don't know, like stagger they might do in terms of one of their moves, and it still catches me off guard. I'll be like, bloody frustrating. But when you do get a parry, and then you get like a couple, like a chain of it, like you can go quite a few. Or you can certainly go like fights without taking any damage, which I quite like.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, apart from the fighting, what are you thinking of the story?
Very curious. It's interesting. It almost feels like. So I've been playing it for 6 hours as well. I still have no idea. So I think we can talk about the first 6 hours worth of gameplay.
Yeah.
So if we just talk up to where I am and then just don't go any further. So I've just got the girl from the manor.
Okay, yeah.
Which I'm happy about, because obviously that's my favourite voice actor, even though...
Shadowheart.
Yay. So, yeah. Where I'm up to now, I still don't understand. So, every year, people who get to 33 die. So these people have, okay, you know what? We'll spend our last year trying to fight back instead to see if we can get a better future out of it. And then there's a painter who just stands up and changes the number every year, and it goes down. Okay. I guess they're just trying to go and kill her so she stops counting down that number so they can live on forever. But like, they basically live in an island, which is Paris, which is absolutely screwed up. So what's the point of living?
Oh dear. Okay, so you butchered half the story, so I'll try and...
Go on, you clean it up for me.
So like, there's this thing called the Gommage, which is basically the expedition, and this is the 67th Gommage. So basically, what's happened is is it from 99 or from 100? The age
from 100, but the first expedition was called Expedition 0.
Expedition 0. So basically, what happens is the paintress stands up. We don't know why this has happened yet, but the paintress stands up, like you said, on a massive, presumably mountain in the distance. And we're not talking like, a stone's throw away. We're talking many days worth of travel, which is the whole point of the expedition. Stands up, takes number down by 1, and everyone that age dies. So like, without ruining the story, in the first like few hours, like there is a lot of death, and there is a lot of like dealing with grief, and that basically is the tone of the game. There is quite a lot of levity. Like, it does make it. There's a lot of silliness that comes immediately after where you are at this point. Maybe like, I'd say an hour further. There's like a couple of different towns and different villages that you kind of hit where it doesn't feel as severe, and then all of a sudden you keep on getting...
That manor is weird.
The manor is weird, and have you seen? Yeah, you've seen the creature that's there as well.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Yeah, well,
I killed him.
Yeah, but he's not dead as well. He'll appear back. He's fine. He's friendly, I think.
He's got a hole in his head.
He has got a hole in his head. And yeah, the rest of the story. So your Expedition 33 Again, very, very sad, like hour and a half ish, kind of like prologue that kind of takes you through why you're on this expedition. It's your age. That is next. So
I found that
that's,
annoying, that prologue, because like I just wanted to get started with the game, and I was like, I'm gonna have to speak to everybody, otherwise I'm not gonna get what's going on. So I'm just like grinding through these conversations. I'm just like,
yeah, that part. There was the part where you had to like decide on what you spent your little voucher on.
that annoyed me as well,
That
because I was
was a
like,
bit
oh,
like,
there must be someone else who will give me a coin so I can get all three.
yeah, yeah,
No.
there was, I think.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I spoke to everybody.
I think there is. Yeah, there's a few things like it's just very tropey JRPG kind of moments, but I think the thing that's keeping me going a little bit, not keeping me going because I think this is at the moment a 10 out of 10 for me, is the story. Like it feels completely different. I've not really played a game with this kind of, I don't know, this amount of grief in it, where it feels almost like Game of
Lovely.
Thrones, like Game of Thrones crossed with Elden Ring, crossed with I keep on getting feeling of what's the game that Returnal. You know, that kind of like just dread. Like there's something there, and that it makes you feel uneasy. The way the music works, the music in this is
The music's
fantastic.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, the music's really good.
absolutely amazing. It's definitely
It's a bit Japanesey, but
yeah.
it's
Consider it's
good.
from like a French team again. Like
Yeah.
they have made a complete love letter to like Japanese RPGs. So yeah. So again, the story just takes you on. I think the main character Gustave, who's voiced by Charlie Cox of Daredevil fame, if you know who that is.
I think he looks like Robert Pattinson.
It does. Literally looks identical. But then I was like, that must be Rob's Pattinson. And then you look at it and it's like, nope, it's not.
And his girlfriend died. She died.
You're not meant to say that. You're not meant to say spoil.
That's in the prologue.
Yeah, no, but still spoiler for people.
You can cut that bit out there.
You're editing this one, so good luck with that.
No, you take it over. Editing responsibility.
I have, but I'm away this week, so you're doing it. You got
Not
Andy
at all, mate.
Serkis, Charlie Cox, Ben Starr of Final Fantasy fame, Jennifer English,
Yay.
Kirsty Ryder, and a handful of other absolutely Richard Booth as well, who are like, yeah. So there's loads of people in that group. Just in terms of voice acting, voice acting is insane, like so good. That's it. Basically, everything else, like graphically, is fine. I don't
think it's
think it.
lovely.
Yeah, it looks good. It's not.
On my new hardware.
On your new. We'll talk about that in a second. What are you playing it on?
PC.
Yeah. Are you playing it on PC? Okay. So probably going to look a lot better than me playing it on PS5 Pro.
You're playing it in 4K, aren't you? Upscaled.
Yeah, I think so. And I'm playing it in 60 FPS, so
Okay.
I'm not playing it in. Graphic
I'm
mode.
only getting about 60 FPS, but it's on like ultra.
Okay.
It looks stunning, especially on this monitor. Like,
Yeah.
it's obviously ultra wide friendly. It looks just amazing in the battles as well because it's so atmospheric.
It's interesting. And does it support ultra wide?
Yes, sir.
That's good. I like that. Yeah. So apart from like just really, really great game, and I think I'm enthused enough to take away my PlayStation Portal and hope that the holiday place has decent enough Wi-Fi for me to play it. I was going to take the PS5 with me, but it's a bit bulky, so leave it here.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Good. And you been playing
Only
anything
problem,
else?
do you not worry that the PS Portal, even with a hint of latency, would be quite hard for the dodging?
I've been playing it on the Portal.
Yeah, but that's local network, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. But then, like I
Yeah,
said,
of course.
I think with a bit of latency, I'll probably make the call when I'm playing it, if I'm honest. But the thing I've noticed, it feels like the Portal's had a couple of updates now that I played it over the air in Birmingham, and it was fine. I was playing Clair Obscur on it there, so I'm hoping it's just if I get decent Wi-Fi, it should be okay.
Right.
There's worse games to be playing than a JRPG with turn-based mechanics, and I get the parrying part, but yeah, I've ramped it all the way down to the easiest difficulty as well, just so I can get through the story.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't do that. That's
Well, there you go.
no wonder you're further ahead than me.
Well, I
I'm
did
having
start
to
it like
redo-
4 days before you, so
No, but I've done 6 hours as well. I've had to redo loads of fights. I had to skip one guy as well. I googled one in like in the Spring Meadow area, and like it said it was an optional boss, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not taking this guy down. Holy,
I know what you mean.
holy.
Yeah, I took him down.
Did you? On easy though. So
Easy mode. Yeah.
like it's like winning a game of football against the blind school, innit?
Yes, that's exactly it. So you've referenced your PC. So do you want to tell the good people at home that you've finally got one, new one?
Yeah, UPC came. It's phenomenal. Um, no issues with it at all, which is remarkable. Really, I built it in a day, which was nice. Just finished after work before going on holiday for the week, which is a bit of a damp squib because I just built it. I was like, oh, I want to play. Oh, I'm going
Bye.
now.
Would you have changed anything?
No,
That's good.
no, I don't think so. I think the easiest thing to say would be I wish I'd gone for a 5080 or a 5090 or even a 5070 Ti, which apparently is like 5% better. But I've overclocked it now, so I've got like a 15% performance boost off the overclock, and
Wow.
the temperature's like absolutely fine. Hasn't skipped a beat on the higher settings, which is good. That's great.
Yeah.
Literally at this point, there's nothing I can't throw at it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, like, based on the process that you bought as well, that you talked me into.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Oh, there's a BIOS setting. I don't know if the motherboard that you've picked will have the same BIOS settings because mine's like a top of the range motherboard, that yours is mid range. So on mine, it's got like X3D mode, but it's like a gaming mode. And if you go in X3D mode, in your CPU, it's set over 2 NUMA nodes. Getting technical, and it only has the 3D cache on one of those. So when it goes into X3D mode, it's basically half of your CPU with that cache. So you're only using like the better cores for gaming. The second half is better for productivity. So if you don't want to play it, if you don't want it for gaming, you disable that, and then you get all 16 cores, 32 threads.
Right. Okay. Which
it's flexible, basically.
Yeah.
It's based. So like, if you want to play, if you know you're playing and you need every little ounce of performance, you go in that mode. If you know you're not playing, and you just whack them all on.
Mock them all on.
Nice.
So you played all the games on it?
Yeah, I played Expedition 33, obviously. Top Spin 2K25, which is a tennis game. My old PC wasn't really good enough to play it. Now it's on like ultra or high because there is no ultra. That game I thought was average before. Now I think that game is unbelievably good.
Oh, really?
Graphically, it looks amazing.
Right.
What else have I played? I played a bit of FIFA or EAFC, which again looks amazing because I've got the ultra wide and my other PC couldn't actually run it.
It's like Twitter and X. It's never not going to be called FIFA, is it? It's literally just going to get called that for forever.
Yeah, there'll be a generation that grows up and only calls it EAFC. So over time, we'll get phased out. And I played a lot of Warhammer 3. Yeah, Total War Warhammer 3 yesterday, which again is great.
Which you've
now
played a lot on your older PC, so that must be a hell of a difference.
So when you start the game, there's like 270 factions. It takes a long time for your processor to go through each of those different actions. Now it's like
Done.
Yeah. So yeah, just been loading everything up. I've got 3 SSDs on there. I've got 6 terabytes. So I've just been trying to load it full of games I'm never going to play, but now I could do if I want to.
That's it. You've just basically done what we do with every new console: is just beef it up as much as you can, throw a load of stuff on it, and then never play it ever again.
Basically. Yeah.
Speaking of things that we'll probably never play, the Xbox handheld leak. Handheld. Good. Handhold if you want. Handheld has had leaked images. I sent them to you, didn't I? I think when you were away.
Yep.
Yeah, so leaked photos from a potential FCC product listing seem to confirm the existence of an Xbox-branded handheld gaming PC made in partnership with Asus. The device, which was discovered in an Indonesian listing by 91 Mobiles, looks to be a new iteration on the existing Asus ROG Ally handheld gaming PC, but with a new button with the Xbox logo.
Yeah.
It looks horrible. It looks awful to hold as well, based on what I was looking at. The way the hand kind of like the arm seems to contort in makes me feel I'm going to have some part, like a gap in my palm, which I just can't imagine how that's going to feel. This could be a prototype. It could be something that's near to commercial readiness. I've got no idea. Not many people
cleaned the screen before they took the photos.
Yeah, wow, that part's the disgusting part as well. Somebody like muddy little hand going all over it. eGamers World have said it's Xbox branded version 7-inch LCD, 120 hertz. AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme, which is 8 core, 36 watts.
That's interesting.
Yep. But you can get a standard version as well, which is 4 core, 20 watts.
Nah.
And then there's like sources for it as well that have been cited. So, I mean, look, Xbox been rumored about the handheld. I think we've mentioned it 2 or 3 times in the past. But would this even interest you, considering the rig that you've now got, plus like a Steam Deck and all the other consoles that you've got?
So I don't see it as enough of a jump. So in terms of the Steam Deck.
Well, you've got Game Pass on your Steam Deck as well, haven't you? You've managed to boot it.
Yeah, but you can't install games locally, can you?
I don't think so.
So I do for like cloud streaming. I don't know. So it's got a 7-inch LCD. I mean, the reviews that have come in for was it an 8-inch LCD, 120 hertz for the Switch 2?
Yeah.
Have actually been that the actual LCD panel on that is very, very good.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But like, if you could get an OLED, why would you not? So like, it just feels a shame that they're putting in a Z2 Extreme, which looks very beefy.
Yeah.
And then pairing it with a non-OLED display. That makes me sad.
It does.
So probably not. Well, definitely not. I'm not going to buy another one. I'll wait until an OLED.
6 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not interested in it, I don't think, because I've kind of drifted away from Xbox in general, and we weren't going to talk about it, but obviously Gears of War, that remaster package that's going to be coming out on PlayStation, just feels like we're only minutes away now from Halo getting thrown on it, and then that's it. It's done. There's nothing really else, on an Xbox from an IP perspective that you can't go and get on a different console. So yeah, there's
Will there
nothing.
ever be another Xbox, fat console?
Do you think there will be?
No, I don't.
I don't think there will be. Yeah, I think they'll give up now. I think that'll be it. I think it'll be Game Pass, and I think it'll be on PC, tellies, phones. That'll be the goal. And that's where you'll be able to get your Xbox.
Yep.
Fix.
Like,
Sad.
it's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. Putting here the footy.
Okay.
You happy?
Talk about football.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go in the parade?
Which one?
The Black Parade?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. 100%.
Liverpool Sprite?
No, definitely not.
No. Not taking Jesse Get?
No. Proud Chelsea fans still.
Yeah, but the friends will be there.
The friends, like, to be fair, they're at the point now where I think Jesse preferred just to stay away from large crowds, which I don't disagree with. But are you just going to mess up the pier head again? Are you? Is that the aim?
Well, wasn't it last time when the Everton owners, who also owned the Liver buildings, turned it blue?
Turned it blue and then it got pelted.
Yeah, it's their own fault, isn't it? What do you expect?
They don't own it anymore. So.
No, they don't. Yeah, so it'll be okay. It'll be all red. I was thinking we could put like flags outside the office and work.
You could raise it if you want. Ask the question. See if they want to do it. I don't know if the parade goes past any of the buildings.
Yeah, it normally does. It'll be on the Strand. On the Strand.
On the Strand, so yeah, it won't go around. It'll just stay on the Strand, won't it, and go down it.
Yeah.
So Mayor's Chambers might be good to see. So, in fact, no, it won't be. It'll be terrible.
Might just turn up with my camera and my massive telescopic lens and just.
Look at all the kids around here.
Oh dear.
Yeah, well, that's what you'll look like.
It won't. It look like I'm taking photos of the parade.
It'll look awful. You'll just be you'll look like a stranger, strange man.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, of course. I don't know whether we're going to qualify for Europe after today's performance. You watched it. I did think it was a red card for Jackson. I don't know what you thought.
I don't think he intentionally did it. I understand why he got a red. I just think that the ref could have gone to his screen, looked at it, and just went, "All right, give me yellow."
It kind of started with the elbow in his mouth as well, which didn't really help.
They always do that.
Yeah, I know.
They always do. It's almost like trying to justify it. Like, oh, this is why I think you need to go there. It's like, just show him the video. Stop trying to put your biases forward.
Yeah. I mean, it's inconsistent because I've seen challenges like that, and I've seen that many shared on Reddit before in our Chelsea, where it was like, I think Mane from a couple of seasons ago at Stamford Bridge, like literally within the first 2 minutes, just absolutely wallops Aspilicueta, and he's like, literally leads with his elbow. It's worse, arguably, but doesn't get. I think gets a yellow card for that. And then to the point, I think earlier in the season against Spurs as well, Lavia gets walloped by one of their players, but literally just passes him, elbows him purposefully. And again, nothing happened. So you go, well,
Well, I mean, Gimaraes got the second when it was kind of they were down to 10 men. Gimaraes gets that second,
oh yeah.
and like you could have there were clearly two yellow card offences before that.
Oh, for him, yeah.
You didn't get one.
Yeah, I know. I mean, how the hell Caicedo got through the whole match without getting a yellow until near the end as well was
True.
ridiculous, because I think he was just like dragging players down non-stop. But it is what it is. All right.
Should we talk about United?
Do you want to and how either them or Spurs are going to win a Champions League spot?
Yeah, that's amazing, really, because they're going to finish 17th and 16th. So let me read out a tweet to you from Laurie Whitwell. Disastrous occasion for United. A 17th loss for the season. Minus 11 goal difference. 16th place. 5 defeats. 2 draws in the last 7. A sixth team to do the league double over them. Yoro injured. Højlund missing chances. Ugarte losing the ball. Wan-Bissaka bossing it.
Weird. And we've got them next week. Oh no, on Friday, which will be an interesting match. I bet Mason Mount turns up. I bet all of it typically is run a form, he'll score something, and that'll be it. And we'll be the one time that they turn up before the rest of the season, that'll be it. Be a nightmare. Because we need 6 points, and I think we'll get 3 at Forest. I think based on the performance that they gave today, they were awful.
Well, I mean, they're gonna get after whatever the owner's name is, had a go at Nuno. Maybe they'll kick him up the backside.
Well, Nuno came out and said it was just a misunderstanding, and that it wasn't over anything specific. It was to do with a player that was injured, and he was a bit unhappy over it. Because then basically they were down to 10 men effectively when they wanted to make a sub, but they thought it was okay. It was like, yeah, it's just a bit of a misunderstanding. It's like, that isn't a misunderstanding. He's still come onto the pitch and had a go at you over something. Yeah, not great.
So you've got Forest, so you could basically end their season.
United and Forest at the end of the season.
I would love for you to beat United. I would love for Tottenham to finish. I would love to. I think this is it now. I'm going to decide. Okay. I want Tottenham to finish above United, and I want Tottenham to beat United in the final.
Why?
Because I want United to. I just want United to suffer financially.
Oof. Oh, right, okay. I thought you were going to say I want United then to beat Tottenham, because then Tottenham finished in the league higher, but then somehow United still got a Champions League spot, which is hilarious.
Going back to my previous comment about the blind school, it could be either of those two.
Do you reckon, let's say that your combination happens, so United end below Spuds, and then Spuds win the Europa and get into the Champions League, do you think Amarin leaves at that point?
He did say that he might have to leave. I think he'll stay. I think they'll give him a window.
Yeah.
I think they'll give him a window. He won't fix it because it's too much to fix. Anything like below 10th place by mid-October, I think he's gone. That's a massive jump.
I think it's intrinsic. I think there's something wrong in terms of the way that the leadership works. Yeah, I know. Only from experience and seeing how that's... And to be fair, Liverpool have been through it as well, and that was partly down to benign ownership, who didn't really want to spend and didn't want to put money into the team.
Hicks and Gillette.
The best you can get. And then you've got kind of like the early years with us as well, like just over-investment in youth, rather than going, you know what, we need to actually build a team here that's capable of winning now. Yeah. So again, it's a learning curve, but it doesn't feel like United are actually learning anything, which is bad, and I can't see that changing, like you said, in another one window or 2 windows.
I think the man that they need is Ralph Ragnick.
Imagine bringing him in. Jose, stint 2.
Ralph was right.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. Quite literally.
Dear.
It's going to be interesting anyway. What do you think of your game before? I didn't catch most of it. I saw 2-0 and 2-2.
First half, we were really good. Second half, we were pretty bad. Conor Bradley came off. Trent came on. We booed him. And then immediately sang "There's Only One Conor Bradley," and I was like, But now, like my dodgy stream had came on. My dodgy stream had Michael Owen on and Ian Wright, and Michael Owen's giving it I I just think it's really disgraceful what he's done for this club. I'm like, stop. He's talking about himself.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And Ian Wright's just like, yeah, I agree, it's disgraceful. You know what that guy's done for that club? He's won 2 Premier Leagues, a Champions League, and they're booing him because he decided he wants to try something else. Like, yeah, that's what we do. Sorry. Well, they're like, they were trying to basically say that Liverpool fans will support anyone, even if they're not playing well when they've got the shirt on. But the moment they say, you know what, I want to do something else and not play for Liverpool, then like Liverpool fans throw them on the bus. I'm like, but it's Trent's choice. What do you think that people were going to do? Of course, people aren't going to be happy about it. He's going on a free, but he's probably worth like 150 million. Yeah. I know that's not necessarily totally his fault, but the club offered him a contract 14 months ago, and that's what came out this week. So it's not actually, because at first the club were getting thrown on the bus. The ownership was getting thrown on the bus, like, oh, you haven't planned for this, but they offered him a contract 14 months ago. So he's known, nah, I'm going to go on a free.
I think offering a contract's one thing, but offering one that's sensible and an improved offer or something, compared to what Madrid are offering.
You're offering the same.
Yeah, do you know that behind closed doors in terms of the sign-on fee and stuff like that he was set to get?
No.
I mean, that's what they would have said.
Offering the same wages.
Yeah.
But basically what he's doing there as an individual, I don't begrudge him from this, because I probably would have done the same thing and have to take the reputational damage on the chin. But basically what he's done is gone, I know that the club really, they're going to have wanted a fee for me. I'm just going to take that myself as a sign-on fee because I can go on a free in 40 months' time, which is absolutely within his right to do that. But people are well within their rights to respond how they want to.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
yeah, I liked Robinson's reply to it before. Don't know if you've seen his interview where he kind of goes like, look, I can only give you my opinion on it. Like, everyone else is entitled to how they feel. I'm losing a friend. I'm gutted, blah, blah, blah. In terms of like him being booed, that's up to people to make their decision as to what they do. And I thought it was like quite a mature way of dealing with it. He just went kind of like, I'm not going to get told how to feel. So I'm not going to get gaslighted. That's the modern way of saying it. But yeah, I mean, Carragher came out and he was a similar kind of sentiment, albeit a bit more bullshit about it, saying people are telling Liverpool fans how to feel, blah, blah, blah. It's like, the guy's done a lot, and yeah, he's leaving on a free. If the free part's the thing that stings, maybe. But Hazard's signed
people
an extra
hated
deal.
Coutinho.
Yeah.
Coutinho got his 140 million.
Yeah. But I mean, he did get booed as well. He wasn't what Roundy liked.
He did get booed, but he was also faking back injuries to get to force his way out. Because I know firsthand that actually he was in a sports hall in Liverpool, jumping on a bouncy castle at his son's birthday party.
Tell me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible. You're taking pictures.
No.
With me big lens. Yeah, I mean, like I was trying to say, then Hazard signed a deal purposefully before he went to Madrid that got us like 100-something million. Similar kind of like, yeah, we're not going to just do the team we'll do the club out of a load of money that we're kind of owed.
Where was Eden Hazard born, by the way?
Not sure.
Not London. No.
What do you mean?
Where was Trent born? I'd say he's got more loyalty to a club that actually.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Not great, but lines his own pockets and makes a pretty penny out of it. The interesting thing now is whether or not Liverpool accept the extra cash for him to go and play early.
I'd do it. I'd just send them on his way.
Do you reckon? £1 million or something, isn't it?
I don't want the money. Just send them.
Carragher was like 10 million. You're not the best at negotiating, are you, Jamie? Shut up. Don't care. Anything else you want to talk about? Football or games or anything? Casual, isn't it?
No.
Nothing
really. Okay. Should we play some games now?
We can do for a bit, yeah.
We can play FIFA, and I'll play with my really bad guy who's like level 4.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
That's a problem.
I just play central defensive mid.
Yeah, because you're great there. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Just go to casualmode.co.uk. Find all the links there. Again, if you've watched the entirety of this, then like and subscribe. Carl, you've got something to say.
If anybody wants a discount code for the 4 seasons...
I've got one. Have you really got one?
I wish I did.
Imagine.
Jesus Christ, I'd go straight back.
You're sending me that. I'll be going there this week. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Tatty bye.